life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Words are the voice of the heart. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. One joy dispels 100 cares. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Sincerity is the way of heaven. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. 3 things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. The true gentleman does not preach what he practices, till he has practiced what he preaches. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. To practice 5 things under all circumstances constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. Looking at small advantages prevents great affairs from being accomplished. Love is like a spice. It can sweeten your life. However, it can spoil it too. We have 2 lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. Study the past if you would define the future. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. There are 3 methods to gaining wisdom. The first is a reflection, which is the highest. The second is a limitation, which is the easiest. The third is experience, which is the bitterest. All people are the same, only their habits differ. No matter how busy you may think you are, you must find time for reading or surrender yourself to self-chosen ignorance. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. the will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. Good people strengthen themselves ceaselessly. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. When anger rises, think of the consequences. When a person should be spoken with, and you don't speak with them, you lose them. When a person shouldn't be spoken with and you speak to them, you waste your breath. The wise do not lose people, nor do they waste their breath. To see the right and not to do it is cowardice. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. I slept and dreamt life is beauty. I woke and found life is duty. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. Think of tomorrow. The past can't be mended. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. First, there must be order and harmony within your own mind. Then this order will spread to your family, then to the community, and finally to your entire kingdom. Only then can you have peace and harmony. If we don't know life, how can we know death? The essence of knowledge is having it to use it. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. Go before the people with your example, and be laborious in their affairs. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. Learning without thought is labor loss. Thought without learning is perilous. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Those who cannot forgive others break the bridge over which they themselves must pass. Those who know the truth are not equal to those who love it. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. Learn as if you were not reaching your goal, and as though you were scared of missing it. The superior man acts before he speaks, and afterwards speaks according to his action. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her, him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. Learn it widely, question it repeatedly, analyze it carefully. Then put what you have learned into practice intelligently. The superior man does not, even for the space of a single meal, act contrary to virtue. In moments of haste he cleaves to it, in seasons of danger he cleaves to it. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. When we see persons of worth, we should think of equaling them. When we see persons of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Be strict with yourself, but least reproachful of others, and complaint is kept afar. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. And if in terms of 100 years, teach the people. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. Death and life have their determined appointments. Riches and honors depend upon heaven. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. You cannot open a book without learning something. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig to graves. To see and listen to the wicked is already the beginning of wickedness. Give a bowl of rice to a man, and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice, and you will save his life. Be not ashamed of mistakes, and thus make them crimes. A person who chases to rabbits catches neither. Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the three universally recognized moral qualities of men. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. Straightforwardness without the rules of propriety becomes rudeness. If you try to do too much, you will not achieve anything. You can successfully force people to follow a certain course, but you cannot force them to understand it. There are 3 degrees of filial piety. The highest is being a credit to our parents. The second is not disgracing them. The lowest is being able simply to support them. Let the states of equilibrium and harmony exist in perfection, and a happy order will prevail throughout heaven and earth, and all things will be nourished and flourish. A youth is to be regarded with respect. How do we know that his future will not be equal to our present? It is not possible for one to teach others who cannot teach his own family. To lead uninstructed people to war is to throw them away. I'd rather die for speaking out than to live and be silent. The way you cut your meat reflects the way you live. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are. I hope you enjoyed these Confucius quotes. Which quote did you like the most? Please write us your favorite quote in the comment section. Please subscribe to our channel and like our videos to support us.